Hey everybody, welcome. I have two setups today. So we're doing a Zoom and we're doing a Facebook Live. So that's new. I'm just going to click on this for a second. Okay, hey everyone, welcome. Today we're just going to get together for our midday meditation, and just want to check in with everybody and take a moment to ask yourself, how are you feeling? Simple question, but sometimes the answers don't always show up right away. So just take a moment to drop in and connect. Like, how am I doing? How am I doing right now? And be really open to whatever comes. So now just go ahead and take a breath into what came up. And then take another breath with awareness, just breathing in, allowing that breath to fill you, and the exhale, just allowing the body to drop. Okay, so now I say welcome, welcome, and thank you for being here. In today's practice, just would invite you to come to a place where you feel as comfortable as you can be. Sitting in a chair, lying down, but propping yourself up so you don't actually fall asleep. And I always say, if you do fall asleep, then you must be really tired and your body needs that. But we'll try to stay as awake as we can. So with our meditation practice, this can be a formal practice where we set aside some time to sit and be still and really observe the thoughts and the sensations within the body without any judgment. And that is easier said than done. It is. It's hard to not judge. At least it is. It's a human condition, and that in itself is a big practice. When we're off of our formal meditation, when we're not on our seat, so to say, and we're out and about around people and around family, or we're just by ourselves and there may be nobody around, we can also practice. So we think of sometimes the meditation as being over when we leave the mat. I want you to get a sense of how the practice can actually leave like an imprint in your body. It's almost like a residue of the practice is always going to stay with you. And that's the beauty of the practice. And the more we practice, then the more familiar the body is with that. And we can take it and it follows us when we're in circumstances that might trigger us, or circumstances where we feel challenged, or you name it, put a sensation or a feeling to it. So for today, let's take a look at the word comparison. It's just a word, right? But when we hear the word comparison, or when we read it, we see it, does it stir up anything within you? Is it a trigger? Is there like a feeling in the body that kind of gets charged when we think of comparison? And if nothing comes up, that's totally cool as well. I'm just presenting it to you. So sometimes the comparison can come from within. We can compare ourselves with others. We can compare how we were at one time to how we are at another time. So it's that personal comparison going on. So what do you do with that, right? when that feeling of comparison comes, and maybe all the sensations that float around with it, the I'm not good enough, or maybe I should do this, or maybe that comparison of, hey, I really know what's going on. That person doesn't. I mean, our ego can really take a hold and run with this one. So what happens, if we catch ourselves in this comparison mode, what can we do about it? If we choose to do anything about it, okay? Let's say we do want to do something about it and kind of get out of the comparison mode and get more in touch with ourselves, like the true self. And I put my hand on my heart because that is, for me, the true self. And when the hand actually moves to the heart, it's very calming. It's a gesture that calms the body. It calms the nervous system. It's like, ooh, okay, I'm going to take a breath into this. I'm going to ground myself. We can do this wherever we are. We can walk around the house and just bring the hand to the heart, take a breath, and connect. There are ways to connect without having to make it elaborate. So right now, let's go ahead and connect. Connect to your inner self. Connect to that place within you where you are whole, where you are complete. And when the mind starts to drift around, or when thoughts come in that may be saying, no, you're not complete. You need to do this in order to be complete. You need to try this. You need to blah, blah, blah. Okay? There's always like something that's coming at us, right? You need. Well, let's just wait a second, take a breath, and drop in and really get a sense of what we have. And what we have is in here, in your body. It's nothing out there. All that, the stuff out there, I'm not saying it's bad, there's a lot of stuff out there that's wonderful, it's amazing. But let's take a moment to drop into here. All right. So as I said, find yourself in a comfortable seat. You can sit on the ground, you can sit on the floor, a chair, you can lie down, prop yourself up. Okay, you don't need to see me for this. So feel free to shut your eyes, just allow them to close softly. And rest your hands either on your lap or on the floor. Just allow the hands to soften, just let them settle. And notice a softening to your eyes. Feeling the heaviness of the lids just kind of drop a little deeper. Relaxing the skin on your face. Softening the jaw. Relaxing through the neck and the shoulders. Releasing any kind of grip that may be presenting itself, any kind of holding or gripping sensation, just allowing that to almost dissolve as the exhale approaches and moves them through your body. Noticing any heaviness within the lower body, the hips, the back, the legs. And again, allowing that exhale to just allow that space to melt, just to soften. Noticing your feet and relaxing the feet, the ankles and the toes. So as the next breath arrives, just notice for a moment where it goes in your body. Where do you feel it? And then noticing that slight pause after the inhale is complete, and noticing when the exhale actually begins, when the exhale starts. And then following that exhale out of the body, and how does that feel? How does that release feel? So continue to follow this breath as it moves in and as it moves out. I'll just be with you, holding space, a few deep breaths, just not trying to make the breath work. The breath will breathe you. Just starting to notice the feeling of this breath as it comes in. And if the mind starts, doing its thing and becoming busy. No, it's okay. It's normal. Just notice the mind is busy. And then bring the attention right back into the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. So now I'll invite you, if you would like to, bring your left hand onto your heart center. And just notice the contact, the hand on the actual body, on the heart. And as you take your breath, feel the space under your hand filling up, getting bigger. As you breathe out, notice the depth of that exhale. Notice how the hand drops in toward the body. We'll stay here following this breath, allowing the awareness to go deeper and deeper in toward the heart. And with the breath, if you would like, bring in a little bit of compassion to yourselves. And if there is another emotion that you would like to welcome in, go ahead and do that. And when we bring in, or when we welcome an emotion that we want or we gravitate to, notice how that sits in the body and then how the body reacts. And if other emotions start to get stirred up, that's normal. So we come back to this breath, welcome the expansion, and we feel it. Just bringing the awareness back to the feeling, the space, and the connection that you are able to have right now with your center. Nobody can take that away from you. Being very present to who you are right now. Keep breathing. Maybe dropping a little deeper. Getting a sense of your space. And becoming aware of all of your gifts, all of your strengths, everything that makes you who you are. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. Allowing the body to relax into the movement. Dropping into the feeling. And then go ahead and release your hand from your heart. You can rest the hands on the ground or the lap. And just check in, notice how the whole body feels. Take a breath. We can start to bring now our awareness throughout the whole body. So start to notice the space underneath your ribs. Notice the belly as you breathe. Go ahead and welcome this next breath in as if it's the first breath that you would take in the morning, when you wake up. It's just that breath that energizes the body. Feel free to take the arms up in the air, stretch. And then we'll go ahead and, if you'd like, just go ahead and draw the hands together. Notice the contact between your hands, the warmth that you have, the energy. And we'll draw the thumbs then to the center of the chest, right into your heart space. Knowing you can always come back to this place. You don't have to sit on a cushion. You don't have to be in a certain class. This is something you can take with you and invite in whenever and wherever you are. Remembering that you are amazing. You are amazing, and you have all these gifts. So I hope that you know that. And I thank you all for being here, and a big namaste. Namaste, everyone. Take care and be well. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.